Thank you so much, Skylar, the great Duke Ellington. Thank you so very much. So I'm going to invite you to join me and stand as we come to our morning chant. Why do we do this? We used to have the prelude, and then the service leader would begin speaking. So what brought about this enhancement and change in our service? Well, we are a center for spiritual growth, and spiritual growth begins by individual behavior. And so we come in, we get inspired by the music, and then we sing what is true about us. So last month we sang "This Big Light of Mine, I'm gonna let it shine." Right? That is who we are as a center, and let's begin the service proclaiming the truth of who we are. And so this month we're proclaiming the truth of who we are, that we are people who wake up with our minds set on things that are above, with our minds stayed on spirit. And so that's why we're beginning this way. It's not about the talking head, or it's not about me. It's about us proclaiming the truth of who we are, that if they only watch the first 7 minutes of this service, they're going to know that we got some great music and that we are people of the Spirit. All right, let's take a breath in. Y'all ready? You got to shake your groove thing. Yes, our morning chant. Indeed, ready? I was like, oh, she got the microphone. Got my tambourine. All right, let's go. I woke up this morning with my mind.
Woke up this morning with my mind. Stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind. Stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind. Stayed on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind. Stay on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind. Stay on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Singing and praying with my mind. Stay on spirit. Singing and praying with my mind. Stay on spirit. Singing and praying with my mind. Stay on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Make me believe it.
Woke up this morning with my mind. Stay on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind. Stay on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind. Stay on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Good morning, friends. Good morning. Good morning. What a lovely, sunny, and warm start to this winter season. It's so good to be with you all this morning. My name is Mayan Earthheart, and I will be your service leader today. So I want to extend a welcome to anyone who may be new to this congregation, and say that there is a blue visitor form in the pocket of the chair in front of you. And as we pass the offering bag around later, you're invited to put that, as well as a prayer offering, of which there is a form for that in the bag. If you want to know what is happening here at Unity, I invite you to check out our newsletter and our monthly calendar, which is on the table in the lobby, as well as on the Facebook and Instagram account. And now I would like to invite Reverend Minnassa to give us some announcements. Are you ready?
All right, and so today we're having Newcomers Connect. This is so you get an opportunity to find out, what is this beautiful place about? I feel loved, I've been well fed, I know I'm valued, all those things. And so what is our history? What do we really believe? And then how can you become an intentional part of our community? right? Say, well, I showed up. Someone said, I'm a member of the church because I have a name tag. Like, oh, hold up, it ain't that easy, okay? But this is an opportunity for you to meet. We bring out superstars for this. Carol and Leanne, and they talk about our community. We'll give you a welcome packet. You can join online, and we'll probably give you a paper version as well, right here in the front. Come on and find out how you can bring the energy, you can bring your love, you can bring your light, you can bring your gifts and your talents intentionally by joining with this community. I want to let you know that this Wednesday, Heather Hudson and the IU bereavement team will hold a bereavement workshop here this Wednesday from 5:30 to 7. Holiday bereavement workshops. Holidays can be a very challenging time. That's when you're missing people, or even you might be grieving that you had to leave your family, and so you miss them at the holidays. They may all still be alive, but you're not able to participate with them. And so this is a great way that we serve our community by having you come here and by partnering with IU. So we're having the food drive, so there's so much need at this time, but we have so much capacity to give. So back here by the tech booth, we're collecting food because people, SNAP benefits, you got to go to court over stuff. It's just doing too much. But we want to make sure that our communities here are fed, have what they need, and then our amazing Girl Scouts, there is a little box out in the front. We're collecting for Mother Hubbard's Cupboard. And what we're asking for you to put out there are things I never think about when giving to a food drive, which is baby formula, baby food, and diapers. Because mamas and dads on low budgets need those things. So I'm asking you, when you come next week, bring some stuff for babies. We're going to put that outside for the Girl Scouts, and feeding folks, we'll put that here in the back. I think you're almost done with me. All right, Dan, come on up. So if you don't know already, Dan is the president of the board, and I am the spiritual leader here. And that's right, and we work together as the co-leaders of this congregation. And so I am reaching out to you, asking you, inviting you. Do I have a slide? We want you to perform on Sundays. Say, well, I can't sing like Dan. That's fine, because we have someone who can sing like Dan. Dan. Right? So I'm not asking you to do that. When I met with people, one of the important things was they wanted to upgrade our music, enhance our music, have variety in our music. But how does that happen? Unless you folks with you folks with talent, you say, well, my kids told me that I can't sing. Don't be listening to them. Right? Do you take money advice from your children?
I have buckets for those of you who can't sing.
There you go.
Carry a tune in a bucket, I got the buckets.
There you go. So here we go. Or you can play an instrument, right? So I reach out to folks. Dan will be playing the piano in December. Carol will be playing the piano in December. I love my speaking voice, but I'm not as confident in my singing voice, but I'm going to sing at the Christmas music extravaganza, right? Let's step out. Say, well, I asked my daughter Lily, I know you can play the clarinet, can you play something? She says, I think I can play Three Blind Mice. I said, perfect, I'll preach a sermon about seeing from your spiritual sight, right? Right, so come on, see, I'm going to work it out, Dan, I'm telling you. So we're standing here as the leaders of this congregation, the co-leaders, saying, come on, stop it, bring your gifts. Don't make me come to your house and look in your window. If you got a piano in your house, you better come on. You got a clarinet somewhere. And then I don't want to call out Elizabeth and Ron Masters, Elizabeth Peterson and Ron Masters, because it'd be rude to just call out people.
Terrible.
But they have an amazing friend that plays the saxophone. Have y'all invited Franklin Glover? I'm not going to say his name. Okay, where's Franklin? Okay, y'all, I'm looking at you, Ron. You know Franklin. Yes. And your friend Jeff, too.
Yeah. I'm having trouble hearing you in this corner.
Well, come closer then. And then what is Cricket's husband's name? Norm, right? Y'all know folks. Talk to him. Come on now. What you want to say, Dan?
We want your voices up there. Every voice is part of a color. And we need lots of color in our singing up here, and it's just kind of fun to get involved that way. So please, invite you.
We want you.
Please.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Just to piggyback on what was just said, I know we look intimidating and cool up here, but I promise you we have room for you. It is fun. Our theme this month of November is the prosperous path of gratitude. I invite the congregation to join me in speaking our affirmation. Thankful hearts, radiant lives, divine flow. And now we sing, I believe.
Yep. Go ahead and stand and join us.
Oh, yeah. Please stand and join us.
We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is abundance in our fellowship. This is a place we all belong. We place our trust in this great holiness. This is the moment, come along. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is a promise in our thankfulness. We know that when we seek, we find. We place our trust in this great holiness. This sacred space is yours and mine. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. On a journey through the miracles inside.
All right, we're at our namaste moment. And so Luke Salmon, one of our parents, this is how youth ed is supposed to go, is going to be taking the cheering downstairs. So Nora, I thought I saw Asher. Come on, go on to Luke, Nora. And Emily, are you okay if I send Emma down there to help Luke out? Are you good, Emma? Or did you work last night so you're tired? All right, so we got everyone. Elsa, Mabry, there we go. So thank you very much. Let's send them out just really with love and grace. Yes. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, namaste. I thought, okay, I'm going to join with Mayan in this illusion, delusion, creation. It's such a beautiful, sunny, and gorgeous day outside. Actually, it is a gorgeous day, gray or blue. It's still gorgeous. It's still beautiful. It's still a gift of life. And so let us just take a moment to remember that this is the divinity all around us. And that beauty we see outside is the same divine beauty within us. And if we connect to that for just a quick moment, we can then look at each other and see that same divinity. And it's with that knowing I say namaste, the God in me. Honor, glorifies, loves the God within you. And so it is, and you're free to move about the cabin. Let us take a moment and take a breath in and out. We open this sacred morning in gratitude for breath, for life, and for the spirit that flows through each of us. We are thankful for this beloved community. Oh, this gorgeous, wonderful place. Unity of Bloomington, a sanctuary of peace, wisdom, and unconditional love. And as we gather, we remember that gratitude isn't just something we wait to feel, it's something we choose to live. We bless this day as holy ground. Every song, every word, every breath infused with divine goodness. We lift our prayers for those in positions of leadership in this city, our state, and our nation. May they be guided by wisdom, compassion, and a genuine desire to serve the greater good. We hold a vision of hearts opening and systems shifting and decisions rooted in love and justice. We surround those who are grieving, healing, or simply just trying to find their way with peace and strength. For every person waiting for clarity, comfort, or supply, we see divine love already at work, knowing, honey, it's all good and it's all well. Right now, everything needed is finding its way home. Today, we choose to live from grateful hearts, open to receive, ready to give, and willing to shine. And so it is.
I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I've got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I got love, 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 love down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got love, 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 love down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart to stay.
It's me again. I'm supposed to be here this time. Awesome. Today's inspirational reading comes from the Daily Word. Gratitude is my heart's song. Gratitude is my heart's natural response when I think of the best life has to offer. But sometimes when I compare my circumstances to someone else's, or when I am distracted by negative thoughts or challenging situations, my closed heart may feel resentment rather than gratitude. I let the first twinge of resentment remind me to return to gratitude. I pause, breathe, and remember the truth of my being. Knowing I am a unique expression of God, I open my heart and realize again the divine presence that is always with me. I mindfully reconnect with the indwelling life, love, wisdom, understanding, and strength that have helped me grow through even the most challenging experiences of my life. My heart sings with gratitude.
I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I thank the universe for each new day, whether it's sunny or it's pouring rain, and any situation, time or place, my grateful heart creates a state of grace. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The darkness taught me how to praise the light. Wrongness made me hunger for what's right. I haven't found a place where I don't see heaven's blessings calling down on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. When Jesus fed the hungry multitude, he did it with a grateful attitude. Although it looked like there was not enough, he thanked the Father for abundant love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I won't be waiting when my ship comes in. Won't trade my here and now for something then. I'm finding treasures in the little things. It doesn't matter what tomorrow brings. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I've got an attitude of gratitude.
Thank you so much, Phyllis. I think that's what our board outside says. I haven't looked at it, but I think it says have an attitude of gratitude. So it's always good if you've ever had a teenager and a teenage daughter, you know they can get an attitude. But an attitude of gratitude is much, much better. A man walks into a bar and orders a whiskey. He takes it outside to enjoy it outside in the patio, and as he's sipping, a nun walks by and scolds him. How can you pollute your soul with the devil's drink? He replies, sister, just chill out. It's not the devil's drink, it's just a whiskey. The nun argues it's wicked and sinful, but admits she's never actually tasted it. She's only heard from others how evil it is. After some back and forth, the nun finally goes, you know what? I'll have a sip. I'll probably understand better. However, I can't be seen out here having a drink. So can you order me one, but put it in a teacup? The man nods, walks back into the bar, and asks for 2 whiskeys, please, 1 in a teacup. The barman slams his hand down on the counter and shouts, "Is that nun here again?" Woo. That's right. So just have your drink on. So this year, it's been pretty intense. We started with prosperity teaching and had a class on that, spiritual economics. We went through the 12 powers this summer, had a class on that, and then boom, I hit us these last few weeks with putting our faith in action. So I felt today, let's just take a collective breath and slow down. And just like Phyllis talked about in the song she sang, let's just talk about some simple things. And even though it may not seem like deep theology or heavy teaching, when we talk about gratitude, it really is very deep and very heavy. It's powerful. But today we're going to talk about that gratitude is just enough. The writer or writers of the wisdom book of the Jewish and Christian sacred text, the book of Proverbs, gives us simple wisdom. A cheerful heart is good medicine. And then they also remind us a glad heart makes a cheerful face. So what makes a cheerful heart? What makes a glad heart? It's gratitude. Gratitude is the medicine of the soul. Now, I'm not saying that by being grateful it fixes everything, but an attitude of gratitude simply changes how we experience everything. Gratitude doesn't deny difficulty, but it restores a perspective. It brings the heart back home to peace. So this morning, let's walk through 3 gentle truths: that gratitude is medicine, that gratitude is contagious, and that gratitude is a choice. So we talked about gratitude is medicine. A cheerful heart is good medicine. Gratitude heals not by erasing the pain, but transforming how we hold the pain. When we pause to express our gratitude, even for small blessings, something inside of us softens. Our breathing slows, our shoulders drop, and our hearts open. So I want to invite us now don't get nervous, I'm not going to ask anyone to share. But let's just take a moment and just connect with what we're grateful for. I think we have so much, but in the midst of everything and getting here in the center, and I'm in here as a music ride and what's going on, and we got the slides, right? Let's just take a moment in this sacred space full of love, in this sacred space full of light, in this sacred space full of healing. Can we connect to what we are grateful for? Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, reminds us that a thankful heart draws to itself great things. Oprah says the more that you celebrate and are gratitude for your life, the more stuff to celebrate and be grateful about comes to you. But gratitude is medicine. You're going to find out if you read the newsletter next week that Mary Ellen and I do a podcast for this community, and we talked about gratitude this week. And one of the things that I went through was the science of gratitude, right? Not just the, ooh, feel good, right? But the real science. Modern science agrees that gratitude has a medicinal aspect and a medicinal effect on us. Consistent gratitude, a gratitude practice, lowers high blood pressure, strengthens the immune system, and even helps the mind recover from stress by simply taking a moment to do what your grandmother or your great-grandmother told you. Count your blessings. Count them one by one. Count your many blessings. See what God has done. Gratitude is not pretending everything is perfect, but it is about finding what is good and letting that awareness heal us from the inside out. I always think about when Mr. Rogers shared that he was a little boy and he was afraid about something that was happening, and his mother told him, look for the helpers, right? Let me redirect you from the scary thing and look for those that are helping in this situation. And that's what gratitude does. You can be in a hot mess, but say, well, this is like stew, right? I'm just cooking up with what's happening, and eventually it's going to be something very yummy. Right? Let gratitude be the foundation that we stand on. It's a spiritual medicine. It's gentle, powerful, and it's available to us at any moment. Author William Arthur Ward puts it this way: gratitude can transform common days into thanksgiving. It can turn routine jobs into joy. And it can change ordinary opportunities into blessings if we take the time to be grateful. So gratitude is contagious. Right? A glad heart makes a cheerful face. What does that mean? It means a person that's grateful, it shows. You can't fake it. You can't force it. But when our hearts are truly grateful, our big light shines naturally. When someone full of gratitude walks into a room, the energy changes, because gratitude is contagious. It uplifts, it encourages, it restores hope. Gratitude expressed becomes a healing for others. When we make the world a better place when we share our gratitude. William Arthur Ward puts it this way: feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. Why would you do that? A small, a kind word, a thank you. These are sacred acts that ripple outward, awakening joy in the hearts around us. Who needs to hear your gratitude today? Who can we express that to? You know, I had to thank Kathy Kinsman for staying my friend, because she got a dose of me and Lily together at her house. And it was like, rah, rah, and I called her the next day. I'm like, are you still my friend? Yeah, right. Who do we have to be thankful for? You know, like, I'm telling you, I'm so thankful for Phyllis. I want this. I can't do it like this. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful to talk to my mom last night, who had some kind of weird combination of Cheetos and eggnog. Yes, and her system let her know. I was glad to talk to her last night. Express your gratitude. There are people, I hope you all know what you mean to me. I try to say that all the time. What a place. Expressing gratitude. You never know, it could heal someone. That you see them, you hear them, you acknowledge them, and you're grateful for them. When we live from gratitude, we become instruments of healing. Quiet and steady reminders. That's God's abundance in action. And then gratitude is a choice. I like the part of the song that says, I'm not waiting for my ship to come in. I want to be grateful for what I have right now versus what could be then. Gratitude is about being in this present moment. Doesn't mean everything has to be perfect. It's a conscious decision. It's a spiritual practice. Each day we can choose to focus on what's wrong, or we can choose to remember what's right. We can choose frustration, or we can choose appreciation. Earlier, actually last month, we talked about Reverend Dr. Johnny Coleman, it works if you work it. And that's, gratitude is really a practice. On our podcast, talk about how do you incorporate that. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. I had a slide that said, in the morning and the evening, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. I say that's my prayer when I go to bed. I express my gratitude for what I'm grateful for that day. Every time we give thanks, even for something small, we are saying yes to life, we are saying yes to healing, and we are saying yes to peace, and we are saying yes to joy. And so I want to invite us again, no one get nervous, I'm not going to ask you to say it out loud, but I want us to invite us to be grateful, to find that time in our lives where we thought, I'm not going to make it. I can't handle this. This is too much for me. This is awful. I don't feel valued. I'm not going to make it. and that fear and that frustration and and then look where you are today. You made it. You made it. You made it. So look at that situation with a new set of eyes, with a thankful set of eyes. And can you be grateful for that situation? Because who you are today is from the healing that comes from that. It's from the resilience that came from that. It's the power that came from that. You said yes when everything in you wanted to say no. And you moved forward. You persevered. And that is something to be grateful for. You chose your power, your strength, your community, and now choose gratitude. I invite you to choose gratitude for those ugly, ugly situations and for the many, many beautiful situations. Because in the end, they're all good. It brought us to the space of healing, restoration, and hope. I know that we are living in a world that is hurried, loud, and often heavy. But gratitude can quiet the noise. It centers us in peace, and it returns us to love. I know we talk about all sorts of things, and I love teaching, and I can get all up in here in my gray matter, but the truth is, spirituality is very simple. Be present, be aware, and be grateful. Does something, oh, it's not perfect. You don't know. I'm not saying it has to be perfect, but we can be thankful, even in the midst of our circumstance. Gratitude is the great simplifier. It is the quiet reminder that this breath and this moment and this life is enough. Throughout this week, how can we express our gratitude? How about smile more easily? Speak more kindly. And when your body asks you to chill out, instead of saying, well, I have 17 more things on my to-do list, just set that list down and say, that's right, I'm going to wrap up in this blanket and get this hot chocolate or this tea, and I'm going to rest more deeply. I am ready for our community affirmation, and I invite you to say it with me together. We live from grateful hearts. Our joy is our medicine. Our gratitude blesses the world. All is well, right here, right now, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
I invite you to take a deep breath in and gently release. I invite you to bring your shoulders up to your ears and then let them drop. Then I invite you again to take a breath in and out. And in this time, say thank you. I am grateful. All is well. Listen to those thoughts now that try to say, she's crazy. Stuff's not good. It's a hot mess. But say, I'm thankful because in the midst of that hot mess, I'm bringing the light. I'm bringing the good. I'm bringing the divinity. As we sit in this silent time, I invite you to feel gratitude spread throughout your body. Let it start in your heart. Grateful for this body, blood and bones and nerves and skin. Amazing. Have you even thanked your body recently? What a beautiful gift. And that beating heart. Let gratitude fill that spot. And then go throughout your whole body, giving thanks for the people who surround you, who love you, and even those you may be learning to love. And as we step into the silence, let gratitude be your mantra. I am grateful. I invite you to bring your awareness back to this sacred space, to take a breath in and out, and right here, right now, I invite you to affirm, I am grateful for this life, this moment, this love.
I'd like to take a moment to invite the greeters up. There are several ways to contribute to Unity of Bloomington. All this information is on the screen behind me, and as the greeters walk around with the offering bags, you may want to bless the bags and their content. A reminder, this is the time to put the blue forms and the prayer request cards in these divine bags as they come around. Please join me in our affirmation. I am abundant, I am prosperous, and I am one with the unlimited source that exceeds my every need, desire, and dream. I give to Unity of Bloomington with joy and purpose, knowing that this sacred act expands the light in my life and supports our collective spiritual growth. Our giving is prosperity in action. Thank you. I invite the congregation to join me in speaking. Divine love and abundance flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. The prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now, I invite everyone to join us in communal song.
Correct. Can I just take a moment? Let's thank Skylar for his beautiful music today.